So y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today, I am about to tell you guys a story. This story time, is presented to you by the Christmas Mouse. Now you would say, hey, I ain't never heard of the Christmas Mouse before. Is this some new Christmas story? No, my friend. The Christmas story was created, to my knowledge, a year ago in my home. So it seems that every year in December that my household seems to have an unwanted guest. You guessed it, a mouse. Now y'all, there ain't no part of me that likes a mouse at all. And I don't think anybody really likes a mouse, but y'all, I am real life terrified. Okay, so let me set the scene for you. Okay, so it is Tuesday, December 2nd. Was it sick? Is that the 2nd? I don't know. Anyway, it was a Tuesday morning, and you guys know I work from home, and so I have to be to work at 7 in the morning. So I am the only one up in my home. So of course we have started Elf on the Shelf. And generally when I come in, I'm, trying to see where did my husband place the Elf on the Shelf today, because honestly, y'all, we are having a lot of fun, being honest. So here I am at my desk, as I always am, trying to motivate myself to do some work. So I decided there was something I was going to throw something away. Y'all, I don't generally turn on a bunch of lights until Daniel gets up for school, just because I'm still half awake. So at most I have is my computer light on and the light by my desk. Okay, so bam, boom. I don't even cut the light on because I can see, and plus we have the Christmas light, Christmas tree, as you see behind me. And it is enough light for me to be able to do my work. I do my work on the computer. I don't have to write anything down. I don't need a lot of light. Anyway, long story short, I go over there, y'all. There ain't a light on in the kitchen. And I see something shoot by. Let's take a pause. In that short little moment, the question is, what should I do? A, scream. B, stand there. Or C, go get my husband. What do you guys think I did? I'll take C for 200. Okay?
We need the display.
So I really want to scream, but I feel like in my head, if I scream, that it's going to make it worse. Like, he going to run faster. Mind you, he is already running. So I leap gallop, silently to my bedroom to go get my husband. Now, let's back this up. Backstory. Ain't no part of me nasty, okay? I like to keep my kitchen clean, as well as my whole house. Like, when I go to bed, there is no dishes. Well, I like to make sure my dishes are clean. I don't like to have, there's no food out. Like, I really don't play that, okay? So let's backstory of that. So I go to him and I was like, there's a mouse. Okay. So backstory to this. Last year this time, apparently every day when I went to work, I was going to work about 7:30. Apparently my husband, my fiance at that time, was fighting the battle of this Christmas mouse. Not the same mouse, obviously, but a Christmas mouse back then last year. And I never knew nothing about it until after he would catch it. Thank God. So I knew there was a mouse last year. In fact, Christmas Eve, I saw him in the trap wiggling. So mind you, I'm terrified. We'd already done this before. There was a time that I saw him in one of my son's room, which that's the reason why we are hardcore decluttering. So yeah, so I've seen one. I've seen it in person. I've seen it in the trap. So like, y'all, I can't do it again. Okay, so Luckily, this was a time that my apartment, they had the exterminator come on Tuesdays, praise the Lord. So he comes in, they pulling stuff out, they pulling refrigerators, they pulling stoves. There is no hole for said. So I'm like, I really can't do this again, y'all. I really can't do this again. I can't. So they pull it out, and I was like, bruh, obviously we got to Stuart Little, because y'all know Stuart Little is smart. And clearly this mouse is Stuart Little, because I don't know how he getting in here, but he in here. But the thing that got me was the disrespect of said mouse, that not only were you in my home, rent-free, trying to eat bread or chips, and it didn't put in on no gas, you didn't put in on no groceries, and you didn't put in on the rent, so I feel away. Just saying. And you gonna run across my counter and my stove? How dare you? So you know we had to sanitize it, bleach it down. So clearly we can't find a hole. We don't know how he's coming in. So we got traps. Now, the traps we had last year, they were the box ones, not the old school. And I'm thinking, you know, mouse traps, you got them wooden ones that make that sound whenever it get caught. Yeah, no. They put some sticky stuff down now and put it in this little cardboard box. So I'm used to the box from last year. I feel like... Oh, the tea. Hold on a minute. So yeah, you know, we had to bleach it down, okay? Bleach it down. Bleach it down. Okay, so too hot. So I'm like, okay, the exterminator has come. Maybe there won't be another mouse. Oh, so sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. So going back to the traps. So these traps was flat ones, like they didn't make it into boxes. So I'm like, so you mean to tell me that not only could I possibly see this mouse again, but I have to watch him. I'm going to see him laying on this trap. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm just not going to be able to do it. So, fast forward to Wednesday. Wednesday morning. Again, I'm the only one who gets up mad early. Only one in here. So, am I getting my days mixed up? Yes, so Wednesday comes and my husband actually gets up and cuts on the light, and we do see that the mouse was caught. Thank God he saw it before me. So he takes him, he scoops him outside, pucks him down, like, you know, kind of like playing hockey, down the steps. We think he gone. All right. I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad he's out. Thank God. Thinking like, ooh, we might be safe. Thursday comes. Y'all. At this point, I'm paranoid. I'm eating only about 1 to 2 meals a day because I don't want to go in the kitchen like that. And I see my shadow, I'm jumping. Like a few minutes ago, I just went to go make my son some hot chocolate or whatever. And the broom slipped, hit my foot. Y'all, I jumped like the whole mouse could have ran across my foot. Y'all, I'm legitly in there washing dishes with my toes like this. Y'all, I'm scared. Scared. Now, it's like mice, lizards, and snakes. I'm done for. In fact, a snake can have the whole home at this point. So here we go. It's Thursday. Thursday morning again. I get up per usual. And so I hear something. No, I'm looking around my surroundings at this point. So I was like, I saw a trap that was like closer. Like I could see it from my desk. And my desk is kind of like by the sliding glass door in the house. And I can kind of like, I can see over like the counter into the kitchen, but I can't like see around it as far as like walking into the doorway. So I see a trap there, and I was like, I don't feel like we put one there. But granted, my husband works late. He, gets in after I've gone to bed for the night some nights. And I was like, well, maybe he decided to put one down. Cool. So I was like, all right, that's cool, but it's weird. So I hear something like something got stuck or something. I said, I'm tripping. I've been tripping all week. It can't be that. It just can't be. So I was like, well, it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to wait because my son normally gets up at 7:30. And that's when I have no choice but to go into the kitchen because I have to get him breakfast and I have to make his lunch. So at that point is when I'm going to have to brave up and figure out what's in here. So I'm still clicking. I didn't turn any lights on, so he probably, well, he's stuck, so he can't do nothing anyway. And he probably doesn't realize anyone is here. Y'all, so I'm typing away and I hear something that sounds like scratching. Y'all, again, what do y'all think I did? Did I A, scream, B, just sit there, or C, go get my husband? You guessed it again. C for 500. Y'all, I also yelled again to go get him. I said, he's back. So here's where the theatrics comes in. So this is where things turn violent. Any animal lovers, all animals, you might want to fast forward this part because it turned brutal. It got ugly. And I'm sorry. But it's what happened. It's the story. So I feel like my husband gets dressed, gets shoes on. And I feel like he got his whole thought process was to mess this mouse up because you have intruded our home at this point. Y'all, this man comes in here. Mind you, my broom is broken, and I'm going to try and take a picture of the broom so y'all can see how said broom is now due to the mice. So he takes the broom, scoots him this time, because what we think probably happened is that when he got hockey kicked or pucked or whatever you want to call it down the steps on Wednesday, the force of the wind probably flew off the sticky part, and his dumb behind came back. Or worst case scenario, there's more than one. But I can't think about it. I can't get into it. So he gets him, he scoots him out. And mind you, I see like the gray part of the mouse. Y'all, I like to pass all the way out. Okay? Like I realized that this mouse, seeing this mouse is like borderline panic attack for me. Okay? It's blurring the lines at this point. Like I wanted to pass out. I feel like I couldn't breathe. All that. I have never had an actual panic attack, but I feel like I was somewhere near. Anywho's, so what gets me, mind you, go back to the fact that it is 7-something in the morning. My husband takes the mouse, stomps the mouse, okay, and says, "You dead hoe," at 7 o'clock in the morning outside. So embarrassed. And then flings him down the steps, right? Okay, so you would think that would be the end of the story. No, when he takes our son to school that morning, he proceeds to stomp him again to ensure that the mouse is dead. So you ask why he would do that. We don't know if this was an example set for other mice to know, hey, maybe you shouldn't come over to this building because something is taking place or what. But y'all, when I tell you, I can't take these mice. And I don't understand why I get it. They say they come because it's cold outside. But I don't approve of these Christmas mice. I live in the city and I could have sworn the country mouse and the city mouse, I didn't think they came. But apparently I've been told even though where I live is the city, the state is the country. I can't get no understanding. Don't worry about it. So when I buy a house, just know we're not going to be in the country. The country. Because I can't take it. I ain't going to be able to do it. But I just thought I'd let y'all know what has been going on with my week. This mouse has messed my whole entire week up. I'm paranoid. I be seeing stuff that's not really happening. And it's rough. So with that being said, just know I don't do mice and I don't appreciate them coming around this time of the year. The end.